What's up guys? Kevin with On Point Pro Styles in Gainesville, Georgia. I'm gonna walk you through what it takes to install the tint on the rear glass. We're gonna be using Tint Depot's Superior Charcoal in 20%. So I'm gonna get it prepped up, get it shrunk out, get it ready, and then I'll walk you through the installation process. So let's get to it. What I like to do before I start picking at it, spray the air just a little bit, try to catch any contaminants that you can, and then pick a corner of the film. What I like to do is lay it across like this. You take the film and lay it across like this, and then we're going to wet the film. Don't concentrate too much on wetting the top because you don't want any contaminants from the top of the roof or anything to run back down into the film. So just take caution when you spray it. Lay this back down, and then I'm just going to take my hands, rub across it to kind of push out the bigger of the bubbles. Flatten it back to the film. Same thing. Spray the air a little bit. I'm gonna pick our corner up. We're gonna do the same thing. Pull it back till you see it's wet. I just usually lift it and hold it. Soak the film. Remember, careful on the top. Drop our corners back down. All the film soaked, we got the liner back on. Now we're going to reverse roll it. So that's basically just picking up the side. I like to unroll from that side to this side. This is a semi-tight roll. It helps push the liner and the bubbles out. It's easier to unroll that way, a little bit less janky. I tend to just do it this way, and it works. So. Anyways, roll it up. That bubble of film right there, I just push across. I like that it's, obviously the liner's sliding a little bit as you're rolling it up, and that's fine. Now when we unroll inside the car, as we pull it, we're gonna pull the liner off at the same time. The liner's gonna unroll the film across the deck, and we're gonna start from that side and come to this side. All right guys, we're back inside the car. We got our roll here. Now it's time to spray the glass. Now because the roll's already wet, we don't have to use a terrible immense amount of water. So we spray, and then this is the edge of our film. And with that, here's the liner. So we're gonna move this all the way across, or all the way over. And then we're just going to grab the liner. Don't let that roll over at all. So we'll move the film a little bit more so the glass will hold that down. So at this point, because that wants to keep rolling over, I'm going to start sticking the film to the glass, which I was hoping I wouldn't have to do till I got it unrolled, but because it wants to be stubborn, so we'll cling it, start unrolling it the rest of the way. Be mindful of the top, start to slide it into place. And then when you get to this side, make sure be careful, film doesn't flip back on itself on the bottom. So now we've got the bottom stuck across. Start to slide our film into place. Watch for the big middle bubble. Obviously, once it's stuck to the glass, I just check all my edges, especially careful the bottom edge. The deck's up just a little bit on this one, so you can't really see the complete bottom edge. But I know where I put my cuts, so I look at the top and I see how much overlap I have. And it should match about what I cut, making the bottom just automatically fall into place. And there we are. So obviously, wet your film. At this point, that's your lubrication. So I like to take it very slow, a little bit side to side. Watch for the big bubbles, and then I come up to the top, right here in the middle. I'm using a long-handled squeegee, so it's kind of tough to get flat, but I take the middles and come up. And generally speaking, the way you shrunk the film should be the way that you squeegee the film. I do a few more strokes side to side than I did shrinking the film. So it doesn't hurt to do that. And I make sure I organize myself through both sides. So across the bottom, up here. Medium to heavy pressure. This is your initial squeegee. You'll want to do a final squeegee afterwards to really press it down and evacuate a lot of the water. So here, we're going to just push it straight down. We got it all down. Now, we're going to use our long reach. And carefully go across the bottom. Now we know our film's stuck. I'm going to put a little bit more water on, and now I'm going to do a harder squeegee. My goal is to get out of the car once, and if I have to come back in, it's hopefully for something very small, something very minor, couldn't see from the inside. But if I don't even have to do that, that's the goal. Again, same thing. Basically repeating the process twice and putting extra pressure on the second time. Still being careful because there's still water under the film. There might be a bubble that popped up, and if you don't see it, and you cruise over it too quick, the film gets a little tacky. You end up creasing it real quick, so be extra careful with that. All right. All right, my guys, that's installed. It's looking good. All right, guys, so that's the back window installed on a 2018 Ford Fusion. Again, we used the reverse roll or the Cali roll. Big, large deck like this, it was perfect for that. Looks as perfect as I could ever make a rear window look. Remember, we used the Tint Depot Superior Charcoal in 20%. Check them out, tintdepot.com, all the tools and supplies you'll need. I'm gonna get started getting the rest of this car finished and get it underway. I appreciate you checking in and checking this video out. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks.